So welcome back. We still have the CBN spokesperson and the head of banking supervision here in the studio. That's Abdullahi Ahmad and Isaac Okora, for they're here in the studio. And we're asking questions. Larry, you're going to ask a question about the card charges?
Yes, card maintenance charge, yes, yeah. Which is charged every month.
Yeah. You said that in some other claims that they don't charge that. Yes. You see, the thing about charges in several jurisdictions is that some are built into some other areas. I saw this WhatsApp message, somebody saying they live somewhere else outside the country and there is no such thing. It is not true. You see, depending on the level of the technological development in any country, charges come because of the kind of technology, kind of system you employ. Abroad, nothing is free. I have traveled too. You pay for every service to the nearest cent. And also, given our own level of development, by the way, look at the kind of payment system we've put in place. It is very advanced. Your card, your ATM card, is more sophisticated than the one you see in the United States.
Okay, is that why we are...
No, I'm coming.
That's why we have to pay.
No, I'm coming. The point is, in looking at an ATM card, if you slot your card in and money comes out, there are several services that are involved. That ATM machine has to be maintained. We're paying for that separately. Wait now. Somebody has to come put in cash there every day. The switching companies have to.
So when they come to put in the cash, they are paid for putting in the cash?
You don't just, you have to employ somebody to do that, and you pay the person at the end of the month. I'm not trying to defend the banks. But what I'm saying is that we regulate the system at the top, and we know what is involved. No banking service is free of charge anywhere in the world. But we are working to ensure that the banks do not rip off customers. And if anybody comes across any attempt by a bank to charge illegally, they should let us know. The problem we have is that most people don't even want to waste time to confront some of these things. Some of the charges can be resolved in the banking halls once you make our time to challenge them.
The question is, why should those charges even be? Oh, just to mention that the insert you see there is what's going on in Osun, the election where the people are already voting and in different locations. So you'll be seeing some of those footage coming in the course of the conversation. And we'll still go back to talk to our correspondents who are spread across the state to find out what's happening there. So far, reports have it that it's been peaceful. People are going about their civic responsibility calmly. No issue whatsoever so far. We'll keep you updated. So why should the charges even come in at all? If you say, he said the charges can be resolved within the banking hall.
Yes.
So why bring them in at all if they can be resolved? Do I have to come, seeing that you are charging me, then come and meet you inside to get an understanding?
I think the person that customers should avail themselves of is what is the content of the guide to bank charges. What are the charges that are specified?
CBN
guide to bank charges. So when they are aware of that, and then they feel that there are certain charges that are outside that guide, then they can begin to raise questions.
Okay.
First with the bank,
and
then later on with the Central Bank of Nigeria.
Okay. Yes. The guideline regarding use of ATMs that are not of the bank for the card that one carries, I believe that your guideline says that we get charged after the third withdrawal or at the third withdrawal.
So there was a reason for that.
Are you aware now that banks charge for every withdrawal?
Okay, so if the guide says this, and the action is this, well, that's when you should raise question.
Only yesterday, and they won't allow withdrawal of more than 10,000 because they say it's not their bank. So if you want 100,000, you have to put your card in 10 times. And each time they charge you 65 naira.
No.
So for 100,000, you have paid 650 naira.
No. Anybody who is charged per withdrawal should protest.
I'm protesting.
So let us know. So first confront your bank. You see, it's easier to email them or write them so you have evidence. Once you bring it to us, we get into the matter and resolve
No,
it.
it's not my bank. I have used another bank's
any bank
yes.
at all.
Yes.
You see, what happens is that most people, they withdraw once and they don't come again until after a while.
Yep.
The system will be waiting for you until you do, after the third one. Once you do the fourth one, money is taken. Go through your bank statement and look at how the withdrawal. Just take time. Most Nigerians don't do that. Take your time, including other charges that are built in there. Study your bank statement every month. Or employ an accountant to do it for you.
Crawford.
You'll be surprised how much money you will save.
Mr. Crawford.
Yes.
So I have tweets here. Yes. Let me read them. Then I'll ask you because it has to do with some kind of charges. So Mr. Akinboyewa says, we do not pay to use the ATM and we are not charged for card maintenance in the United Kingdom. That's Akinboyewa. Hold on. Mr. Ukebu says, very important, a customer account was hacked and money transferred to another bank account in this BVN and electronic era. The customer has been refused access to the bank account where her money was transferred to by both banks, as in the bank of transfer and the bank of reception. What does she do? Please, now that's one. Hold on. Then another person sent the message, says, so I am transferring money from my bank account every day. This is Dotun. From my bank account electronically to other banks. And every time I make that transfer, maybe sometimes I do like 5 transfers in a day, I'm charged 52 naira 50 kobo for every transaction, and in one day. Why should that be? So these are multiple questions.
Okay, what is the name of the 52 naira 50 kobo? What do they call it?
Charge. What sort of charge?
Yeah, what's the name of that
for
charge?
that electronic transfer.
Yeah. No, it's not. It may not be electronic.
Well, he
transfer.
didn't say, so let me find, because me, I'm also charged, so let me find.
If it is VAT,
no VAT.
That's a different thing. But then when you transfer money, you pay for the use of the system.
The charge is 50, and then VAT is 2 naira 50 kobo, so it's total 52.50.
Okay, the point is that when you transfer money electronically,
yes,
you are using a system that is maintained and that has been put in place, put by NIPS and the banks themselves. So it can't be free. That's what I'm saying.
Should it be that much?
52 naira 50 kobo for how much? How much? 2 million naira? 5 million naira?
Actually, it doesn't matter how much you transfer.
Let us be fair. We believe in fairness in the system. If a charge is too much, we can only know by complaints, and we'll look into it. What does the guide to bank charges say for that transaction?
We need to get
that is
guide.
Number one. People should take time, go to our website.
Okay.
And let me tell you, don't forget that the reason why we are here is to assure Nigerians, those who are customers of the defunct Skye Bank, that Polaris Bank has taken over their accounts, their deposits, and they can continue transacting their businesses from Monday morning.
Seamlessly.
Yeah, I just wanted to make that point.
Okay. Now, Victor Owo says that they will wish you happy birthday via SMS, and at the end of the month, they will charge you for the SMS. I didn't ask them to wish me happy birthday.
No bank can charge you for any transaction that you did not initiate. That is one thing.
Okay, Victor Owo, the response therefore is that you are not charged for the happy birthday SMS.
No.
I doubt that
but
very much.
Anybody, if they do that, report to us. Because it is only transactions that you initiate yourself that you can be charged upon.
What about if you say, I don't want this SMS alert and it keeps coming?
Stop it. Go there and let them refund you. Before, at the point of opening your account, you have to indicate whether you want SMS alert or whether you want email and all that. Go and check. People do not pay attention to that. And once you find out, you can stop it.
Okay. What about a case of a customer not receiving SMSs and gets charged over about a year, and she writes a letter, I have not received any SMS from you, but you keep charging me for SMS. Based on principle, I want my SMS charges refunded to me. And the bank does not as much as acknowledge.
Let me assure you that if such a case is brought to us and there is evidence, let him print out his